Hello, Possum's Dreymasmith here in AlphaCraft. Standing in front of what looks like a mess. Now, I recorded a video in which I talked about the principles of modernist design, because we're in the modernist area, and I walked through how I make modernist brutalist houses, and I built this. And when I went to edit what I'd done, OBS had updated in the meantime, and I didn't realise it had changed one setting, and the video was hopelessly compressed and visually was unusable, just awful. So instead, we're coming in at this point. So what am I building? I am building the ATV Studios. This is the project I've had planned for a while. I have been busy getting sand and gravel and making glass and getting dyes for concrete. And I'm ready to build it today. And I have used my interlocking dirt frame box technique that I used for my Mesa house in the Dreaming Dominion series. I will link that video in the description and hopefully in a card in the top right corner, because that goes through the process that I just went through. So here we are. We've got large interlocking boxes. We have a foyer area. This is going to be a newsroom with a green screen. This is going to be a radio interviewing room with a mixing desk and everything. This is going to be a large green screen sound studio. There'll be a lift and maybe a stairwell up to more rooms and maybe a cafe up the top and a rooftop eating area. And did I say lift and stairwell? Lift and stairwell. So now that I've got it all planned out, and the reason I do it in dirt is because it's very easy to take it down if I'm not happy with it and change it around. You can see this doesn't meet up because I have changed it. Same with that. I made that one taller. It's easy to make changes. So what we're going to do now is work out where some of the glass is going to go. So I'm going to take some of this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we want a window that big? Yeah, why not? And I think we will actually move that over by one. We'll work something out. All right, and now let's just dig out a trough. Let's fill it in with grey concrete powder. And let's turn that into concrete. And it very handily gets rid of the last bits of the grass. Alright, so that's where our window's going. Next I need a whole lot of white concrete. Oh, actually, and that's as far as I can go at the moment. And jump down while the water's there. Yeah, while I've got the bucket I can't get hurt. Oh, I got hurt so many times falling off that. Okay, I need a whole lot of white concrete. We're going to start replacing some of this frame with white concrete. And that's our floor layout now, marked out in white concrete, and where there's grey concrete there's going to be glass walls. And I've dug out the floors. I don't quite know what all of them are going to be yet, apart from the foyer, which is diorite slabs. There's going to be a water feature in the corner. So now I just have to build up the actual concrete walls. I've started with one here, and I have to work out where I want other windows, because there's going to be quite a few windows in this, although of course there'll be some areas where there are none, such as the green screen soundstage. No windows here. Okay, so I will get started on that, because that's going to take a while. Quite a bit of toing and froing and putting things in, and quite possibly taking things out. But you can see how it's going to work. So great slabs of concrete. All right, I'll get building. Oh, and out the front here you can see what I'm doing with this. So we've got 2 grey and 1 red. It's going to go all the way up, because AlphaCraft colours really are white, red and black, but the black on a building like this, it's a bit too strong, so I've opted for the grey instead. And that's going to be taken up and over that part of the roof too. All right, I'll see you when there's a fair bit more of this building in place. And there it is. All the walls done, windows in. That top bit needs resolving, but I have to do some more floors before I can really get up there and fix it and work out what I have to do. But in the meantime, the windows are done. And if we come round the front, let's work on where the door's going. Yeah, this is a scurrilous waste of glass, and I may yet hate it and take it out. But in the meantime, columns of black glass, and it's going to go all the way up to the top. And I think we might put panes in between. But in the meantime, let's get them all up there. Yeah, this'll do. Not very elegant, but it'll work. And yeah, or it doesn't hurt, but it sounds like it should. Oh, it's okay. I'm still not sure, but we'll put the panes in, and we might have a look when it's finished and then decide. And that 2-block gap in the middle is the door, of course. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. I still might rip those columns out, but in the meantime, there's this. This is going to be one very, very large black glass window. It's going to curve all the way around and go right the way up to the top. Oh, thank you, Piggy. I was getting a bit worried there. No, this is going to take a lot of glass. I'm not quite sure I've got enough. I hope so. Thank you, Rain. And of course black glass in all the others. Those tall ones, the ones up the top when I sort them out. So ceilings next. Smooth stone slabs, because why not? So let's come up and get started. Bottom half slabs. Yeah, don't fall. Bottom half slabs, nothing can spawn, and I know what I'm standing on is spawnable. I'll sort something out. There we are, all the windows and the ceilings in. Well, most of the ceilings. But lift well done. Oh, I've still got to put the ceiling in up there. I'll do it. It doesn't matter. What I want to do next, though, Because see, we can probably take this down. That'll do. There isn't... No, I don't think so. All right, now at the moment it's a bit of a monolithic white box with bits of glass to break it up. But we can do a bit better than that. Now, Modernism has got a bit of a reputation of being glass and concrete and not a lot else. But it definitely doesn't have to be like that. Corbusier, who was the father of Brutalism, often used curves and colours and stone and all sorts of things to break up the sheer concrete walls. And I don't see why we can't do the same thing. There's quite a few modernist architects these days who are using stone and wood and all sorts of things. Go up a couple more. I'm popping cobble wall on some walls as an accent. And I'm going to use, I went down a bit fast. I'm going to use cobble and leaves for some others. Now, I actually started this build last week. I wanted to get the whole thing done inside and out, but the best laid plans. How far? That should be enough. I started this last week. I had ample time to get this finished and edited and other things recorded and really crack on with things. And then the wheels fell off. And by fell off, I mean fell off. I have been running to stand still for the past week. I've grabbed what time I can. So here I am the day before it's due out and desperately trying to get this finished. So it's only going to be the outer shell, and we'll have to come back and do the interior. Because that's the other thing. I massively undercalculated on the amount of concrete I'd need, so I've been running off to the gravel mountains and running off to the mining desert and desperately killing squid. There we are, that breaks it up a bit. We'll do another one round the side. We might do an ordinary one. This is to provide a bit of lighting and interest. Now, because this is now a week late, I've had time to put out my little call for help, and I have to say I am absolutely overwhelmed by the response from you guys. I'm so thrilled. And yeah, I've had a couple of episodes that didn't do so great, and that always affects how YouTube promotes you. You know, I understand what they do, but it can be a bit brutal at times, and I was starting to really doubt myself. And you guys responding so positively, I just feel so good. I'm so excited. Those couple of episodes, yeah, that happens. It'll all be okay. I'm not useless. I was feeling useless. But I am so excited. I'm loving your suggestions and your ideas, and some of them I can't use. Some of them are definite. Oh, it's a cow head. It's not a cow stuck in a... Right, that's bizarre. I don't know who's been doing that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. And we'll put one more on this side. But no, I'm loving all your suggestions. I've got a list with who suggested what and for storing what items. And you guys have also got me, you know, I've gone from being quite flat to now I'm quite fired up. So I've got your ideas. I've had a couple of ideas for different builds and things, I just want to say thank you guys so much. And I'm so looking forward to getting started. Let's have a look on building the shops and things. I should have said in my video, please don't suggest things that involve villages, because, oh, 3 reasons. Villages drive me nuts. I'm really, really bad with checking bad omen, and if I put villages in my base, it will be constant raid time. It will be a nightmare. And that's my fault. And the 3rd reason is I've actually started a project on the server that involves villagers. So much as they annoy me, I'm going to be really annoyed by them because I've got a major project coming up with them. That you should see that in hopefully a couple of weeks. That's not looking too bad. All right, we'll just finish off the roof up there. But you know, I am so excited to be getting back to my base and starting on the builds there, that there's part of me going, oh, why are we doing the studio? Just run back to base. But no, this has to be done. And I actually, apart from doing that, I'm actually quite enjoying it. There we go, non-spawnable roof. I'll put some lighting in or some carpet up here. I'm not going to make something that's going to drop mobs on people's heads. But there we go, that's it. I think the shell of this place is now done. I can probably take this down. There we go. Alright, so there's still a bit to do. We've got a lift to do, the floors, furnishings, doors, finish off the front. But that's the start of ATV Studios. Here we go. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. That's a bit corporate. It's very modern, but it is the Modernist area, so that's okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I really like that. If you like it, hit the like. It does help me if you hit the like. Sub 2 if you haven't. That really helps. But remember to click notifications, select all, and turn notifications on for your devices. Alphas, this is the first formal build in Outer Spawn. Alphas, come out and start building in Outer Spawn. There's so much room. And guys, if you haven't checked out the other alphas, go do so, but I'm sure you have. They are so much fun. But on that note, I've really run out of time. So we'll be back next time to work on the interior and hopefully get started on some shops at base. So I will see you then. Bye!